welcome to the Royal College of Surgeons of England Diplomat Ceremony. Sorry about the short delay. We were just trying to track down all our diplomats, who are now all here, hopefully. Today we have no planned fire drills, so if you hear an alarm, please leave the building by the nearest exit. It may be behind you. In this room, they're just at the back here and then here. And if you follow a member of staff, we'll escort you to safety. Please do use your phones for photos and videos, but remember to switch them to silent for the duration of the ceremony. And if you wish to share your pictures on social media, please use the hashtag RCSENGDips and tweet us at RCS News. And without further ado, can I now ask you to please be upstanding for the Royal College of Surgeons of England Council and Court of Examiners.
Very warm welcome to all our diplomates today and to their families, friends, significant others. It's lovely to have you all here at the Royal College of Surgeons of England. I'm Neil Mortensen, I'm the President of the Royal College of Surgeons of England, and it's my great pleasure to both welcome you and introduce you to the proceedings of this afternoon. Now, when you came into the building, you saw some marks of the heritage of surgery. So what's great about surgery is we have our past, and the way in which our forefathers in surgery developed the subject, and we have the future to look forward to, both of which themes I'll mention in a moment. We were just talking about this as we came in. This is the college's ceremonial mace, given to us in 1821 by King George IV. He paid for it out of his private pocket. We haven't yet heard from King Charles III. When you came in and you registered downstairs, there above you, probably didn't see it, it's not been very well glazed yet or lit, but there's a Holbein painting, there's a representation of it behind us, which is the earliest major representation in art of the company of surgeons and the barber surgeons coming together. This is Thomas Vickery collecting the royal seal, the beginnings of surgery, but we were barbers, so we were Mr. for a long time, and that's why we didn't become doctors, we were always Mr. Anyway, on the other copy of this picture, which is at the barber surgeons, there's actually a small plaque with an inscription, and it says the following. It says, "To Henry VIII, best and greatest King of England," this is 1542, "King of England, France and Ireland, defender of the faith and supreme head of the English and Irish Church, the company of surgeons, with vows in common, consecrate these lines." And these are the beginnings of what it says. I'm not reading out the whole lot, but it's interesting how times don't change. "Sadder than ever had the plague profaned the land of the English, harrowing men's minds and besetting their bodies." We've just had COVID. Nothing changes, does it? You also would have seen the robot right in the middle of the vestibule there, a sign of the future of surgery, which is very, very exciting. I can tell you, people on this stage behind me are feeling a little bit sad that they can't have a whole future career with the new technology of surgery ahead of them. So that's very exciting, something to look forward to. And then on the other side, on the left-hand side, you walked in through the front door, is the famous marble statue of John Hunter, who we see as the father of scientific surgery. And many of you will want to have your photograph taken in front of John Hunter, as many of your predecessors have done, as a prized memento of this really, really important day to celebrate all your achievement and the tough times you've been through to get to this stage. Now, we are honouring somebody today with an honorary fellowship of the Royal College of Surgeons, Dame Jane Dacre, who has been, and you'll hear more about her in a moment, so I won't steal anybody's thunder, President of the Royal College of Physicians, but has also been a very, very staunch advocate for women in medicine, a very good friend of Claire Marks, our first female president who became chair of the GMC and sadly died of pancreas cancer in the autumn. Very, very, very important women in our profession who've shown the way and acted as role models. And I was, just for Jane's sake, who was a rheumatologist, going to read out just this little piece from, this is, oh, didn't nearly get a hernia lifting it up. This is John Hunter's casebook, and he describes, he was writing, let's say, 1760, 70, 80, and he was describing all the cases he saw, and just by description, it helped everybody begin to think, well, I wonder what causes that. Here's a little short one. TC, a man of about 40, strained his knee about 4 years ago. Immediately there came on a swelling which has continued ever since, and sometimes very large, and other times it gets smaller. He came into the hospital. On examination, it seemed to us that he had what they called hydrops articuli, in other words, water on the knee. He was bled. He took some medicines, all sorts of other horrible things. They tried to get him better, which didn't work, but to no purpose, for it varied almost every 24 hours. It was rolled with a flannel roller, which brought on the swelling in the leg below. This case shows how fast the synovia may be secreted and absorbed, and is also a case which shows the inutility of modern medicine. Jane is a rheumatologist, and you'll maybe hear a bit more about that later too. So we have a very, very special day ahead of us, or afternoon ahead of us. We have an honorary fellowship to confer, and then we're going to look forward to giving you all your diplomas too. So with that for the moment, bearing in mind the heritage of surgery and the future of surgery, we want to celebrate your very, very special day, but I'd also like you just to remember your responsibilities. This is an amazing gift you've been given. Please, please, please remember throughout your professional lives, you have been given a great gift. You have to use it really wisely. And most importantly, as Claire Marks has said, you may like to look up on BBC Sounds her most recent interview on private passions, where she talked about her pancreas cancer diagnosis and her favourite music. She talked about being kind to colleagues. It's the most important thing. We've learned from COVID we need to work together, and that means we have to be kind to colleagues. So with that, we'll begin the formal part of our afternoon. Thank you very much. Vice President, please.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, over recent years, the College has become increasingly committed to the agenda of equality, diversity and inclusivity. It is perhaps fitting that in a traditionally male-dominated sector of healthcare, we have chosen Professor Dame Jane Dacre on whom to bestow an honorary fellowship. No one has done more to fight for equality in the workplace and bridge the gender pay gap than Jane Dacre. Jane is a former director of UCL Medical School and an honorary consultant rheumatologist at Whittington Health in London. She is Professor of Medical Education at UCL and the President of the Medical Protection Society, as well as a Specialist Advisor to Parliament on the Health, Care and Committee. She is an immediate past President of the Royal College of Physicians and was also Vice Chair of the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges, Medical Director of the MRCP UK examination, Academic Vice President of the Royal College of Physicians, and a GMC Council member. Her research in medical education focusing on assessment and equality. Jane was the lead for the Department of Health and Social Care review of the gender pay gap in medicine with Professor Carol Woodhams from Surrey University Business School. This review, Mind the Gap, the independent review into gender pay gaps in medicine in England, was published in December 2020. She now chairs the Gender Pay Gap Implementation Advisory Group. Mr. President, it's an honour that we present to you Professor Dame Jane Dacre, Honorary Fellow of the College.
Thank you. Dame Jane Dacre, Jane, if I may, I'm absolutely delighted by the authority of Council and the power vested in me as President of the Royal College of Surgeons of England to admit you as an Honorary Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons of England. Many congratulations. Now we're just going to have a few moments when our platform party help us with shepherding you in small groups, as in you diplomates, around the back of the room to here, so that we can begin to give out your diplomas as part of the formal diploma ceremony. It takes a few moments. We have only just, because we've moved into a new building, begun to understand how to make all these things work. The first diplomate ceremony was about just over a year ago now, and there were one or two hiccups on the way, hiccups with the music, the microphones. We had one of the doors jam, all that kind of stuff. But we're getting there, and we're beginning to learn how to make the place work. We're very proud that at last we have the college emblem insignia on the wall at the back and the front, and gradually, rather like moving into a new home, we'll be decorating it and make it look lived in. Now, during the diplomas, I will ask the candidates to come up. Their name will be read out. They'll stand next to me. We'll have the photograph taken. If any of you in families, friends, partners, etc., would like to come up to just there and take pictures with your cell phones for social media and all that kind of stuff, you are very, very welcome. Don't feel shy at all. That's absolutely fine. So with that, I think we're ready. Thank you.
President, I present to you successful fellows in an intercollegiate specialty examination, fellows in general surgery.
Thank you.
Ahmed Shaddad Boho Abdel Wahed. Amarveer Singh Bhikkhu. Amir Sameh Riyad Botros. Helen Michelle Ellis Hawkins. Mohammed Abdallah Ibrahim Abdel Fattah Hablus. Abraham Simon Joel. Rebecca Elizabeth Llewellyn Bennett. Tracy Marie Noon. Rajat Raghunath. Leila Swaif. Sri Vishnu Thulasiraman.
President, I present to you Fellows in Neurosurgery.
Raynette Joyce Lenola David. Joseph Francias. Timothy Charles Hammett.
President, I present to you Fellows in Otolaryngology.
Manuela Cresswell. Atanu Maiti.
President, I present to you Fellows in Pediatric Surgery.
Anna Harris.
Just about done.
President, I present to you Fellows in Plastic Surgery.
Amar Aluni. Whitney Tse Huen Chow. Terry-Ann Curran.
I present to you fellows in trauma and orthopaedic surgery.
Mohammed Askar. Rajsirish Belal Sridharan. Mohammed Hamdi Mohammed El Gawadi. Osama Samir Mohammed Garul. Mohammed Mashali.
President, I present to you a fellow in urology.
Musamet de la Froza Ahmed.
President, I present to you fellows in vascular surgery.
Andy Neil Duncan. Vox Robertson.
President, I present to you fellows ad eundum.
Hassan Jarara. Vikram Barua Kaushik. Malith Nandasena.
President, I present to you successful candidates at recent examinations for membership of the Royal College of Surgeons of England. Diplomats from Lagos University, Obafemi Awolowo University, Alexandria University, Egypt, University of Southampton, University of Baghdad, and Ain Shams University, Egypt.
Bazit Alagbe. Bashirat Alagbe.
Now this is actually husband and wife, MRCS. Same day, same time, so we're going to get them on the stage together.
Fayez Majed Francis Taufilis. Oliver Howland. Jennifer Hayes. Claire Perrott. Simon Williams. Asalet Yenner.
President, I present to you diplomates from the Jordan University of Science and Technology in Jordan, the Queen's University, Belfast, the University of Jordan, Mansoura University in Egypt, St. George's, University of London, University of Ibadan in Nigeria.
Mutaz Abad. Chun Yu Jeremy Chan. Hebar Daradke.
And we have another husband and wife duo in surgery. Come on.
Ahmed Hossam Mohammed Ali El Sayed. Ahmed Mohammed Samir Shawki El Nozi Hegazi. Asim Nizar Murtaza. Bhavini Dhirendra Pizavadia. Oladele Olasunkanmi Situ.
President, I present to you diplomates from University of Liverpool, GKT School of Medical Education, University of Bristol, King Edward Medical University Pakistan, University of Edinburgh, University of Dhaka, Bangladesh, Faculty of Medicine, Benha University, Egypt, University of Leeds, and University of Birmingham.
James Bentley. Charlotte Burford. Henry Conchi. Harsha Gunasekara. Ahmad Kalim. Shan He Ing. Mohammed Arifur Rahman. Helen Susan Skinner. Jashin Wen.
President, I present to you diplomats from Dr. NTR University of Health Sciences, India, Obafemi Awolowo University, Nigeria, University of Rajshahi, Bangladesh, the University of London, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, India, Imperial College London, Poznan University of Medical Sciences, Poland, Lithuanian University of Health Sciences, Lithuania, University of Warwick, University of Nottingham, Tanta University, Egypt.
Chad Brooker Thompson. Nakul Gokare Viswanath. Osama Hamid. Valdone Koletaiti. Rohit Rangadasapa Kandaraju. Majumitha Rangaraju. Sipan Shanazari. Mohammed Soliman.
President, I present to you successful candidates in recent examinations for membership of the Royal College of Surgeons of England via ENT route.
Deepa Venkatram. Kim Stephanie Ann Elena Best. Ishtiaq Mahmoud. Jamie Patel. Noshad Zafar.
President, I present to you fellows and members in absentia.
Tarek Fathi Afifi El Said. Anita Sharma. Sandra Janina Bonchek. Kingsley Igbogionu. Gianluca Lucchese. Christopher Barr. Jennifer Collins. Malavali Venkataramu Damodar. Mohammed Fahad Ullah. Holly Harris. Geraint Lloyd Herbert. Christopher Horton. Gianni Sherry Liu. Hazim Mohammed. Andre Moscalu. Nikshita Nanjay Gowda. Jawad Salim. Shanil Shah. And Benjamin Zucker.
So that ends the conferring of the diplomas. I want a little bit of audience participation, please, now. So all the parents, friends, significant others, partners, etc., everyone in the right-hand room, at the back of the room, all stand up, please. I wanted you to give these lovely people a very, very big round of applause to congratulate them on their achievements. Okay, please be seated. And now to return the favour, the diplomats, will you please stand up? Your parents and others have made great sacrifices for you. Jane, you don't need to stand up. Big round of applause to everybody else. Okay, please be seated. And that's for them to say to you, they do really mean it. They do understand all the toil and trouble and anxiety you've brought to them and the sacrifices you've made for their careers too. So that's absolutely lovely. So thank you very, very much. I'm now going to ask Dame Jane Dacre, Honorary FRCS England, to come and give the address. Jane, please.
Well, first of all, well done, guys and girls. Fantastic achievement. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here and hugely honoured to become an Honorary Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons of England. I have to say I can't help feeling wistful and actually a bit sad about my friend and colleague, Dame Claire Marks, who was a fantastic role model for surgeons and also for women. So I'm thinking about her, and I'm sure that all of you will be too. In recent years, I've become increasingly aware of the difficulties that young clinical professionals face, especially women and those from minority ethnic groups. I've been aware of the need for change, and I actually salute your college and your president for all of the efforts that have been made to change things, because I think it's really making a difference. So when I told my family that I was going to be made an Honorary Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons, there was an interesting response. My older daughter said to me rather cynically that they'd invited me to address the gender balance. I have to say, looking round the room, that's not quite true. And it makes me remember when I became a professor, my son said to me, "Mummy, I'm sure that you're going to do very well, but aren't you going to have to grow a long white beard? And so I'm slightly worried about what I might have to grow in order to be a surgeon, but I don't think I'm going to dwell on that. So when I was president of the Royal College of Physicians, I used to preside over fellowship ceremonies, and it was actually the best part of the job. And it's really lovely to see the children and the families and everybody here today, because it's just as hard for them as it is for the person that gets the prize. So I'm really delighted that it's such a family-friendly environment, and I congratulate you on that. So when I was presiding over fellowships, and I'm looking for the people who've become fellows now, it made me kind of wonder what a fellow was. So I'm old enough to have been a visitor to the Glasgow College of Physicians and Surgeons, where there was a room. I thought it was meant to be the ladies' loo, and it said ladies, and then underneath it said fellows only. And I think probably they were a little bit ahead of their time. And it made me look up. I looked up recently what it means to become a fellow. What is a fellow? So if you look it up in the dictionary, the definition of a fellow, first of all, is a man or boy. Well, that didn't really apply to me. Then the next one is people who engage together with similar interests. Well, that sounded a bit ambiguous to me. I wasn't quite sure what that was. And then the third definition of fellowship is the member of a learned society. So I think I'm going to go with that one. And I want to say thank you for inviting me to become a member of your learned society, to all of my colleagues here. I've been asked to give you some advice for your future careers. And it may be that you know all of this stuff, but if you will, bear with me, because here's some advice from a physician. Well, first of all, what is a physician? Does anybody know? Because I don't really know. I don't think anybody really knows. And my father, who was an anaesthetist, was trying to tell me what a physician was once. And he said that when a patient comes into hospital and you say to them, were you ill when you came in, or did they make you ill when you got here? And I think the surgeon was the latter category. Because if you're ill when you come in, you're looked after by a physician. So anyway, here goes some advice. And this is from a personal perspective, and it's based on experience of a long career. These are trade secrets, okay? So don't tell everybody. So 10 tips from a physician on how to have a successful career. Number 1, always remember that you have potential, because whatever people say, even though you're surgeons, having got into medical school, you are amongst the top 3% of the population in terms of academic standards. So feel proud. You actually are clever, whatever anybody might think. Tip number 2 is vive la différence. And that is that there's something about each one of you that is individual and is special and is something that you should remember. So don't hide it. Be proud of it. Be proud of your differences, because that's what makes you great. Tip number 3, when you've reached the dizzy heights, don't pull up the ladder. One of my favourite quotes is from Madeleine Albright. And what she said is that there's a special place in hell for women who do not support other women. And I would say there's a special place in hell for surgeons who do not support other surgeons. So make sure that you look after your colleagues, be good to your juniors, be good to others, demonstrate that kindness that Claire Marks was so articulate about. Number 4, there are a lot of troubles around the world that make us feel as if we have the imposter syndrome. So banish it, because again, you're better than you think. What you know is special to you, but is more than what anybody else knows in that particular area. So don't worry about that. Number 5, and I was talking to actually some of the members of the Court of Examiners earlier today, that it's better, in my view, to be inside the tent if you want to change things. And the quote is actually a quote from Lyndon Johnson, and excuse the language, but it's better to be inside the tent pissing out than outside the tent pissing in. And what that means is that you need to be at the table where the decisions are made, because then you can influence and then you can make a difference. And that is your job now, to influence and to make a difference, to help the health systems that we all work in, that all struggle, to be better. Tip number 6 is weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. We all have bad days. A weeble is a skittle. If you knock it down, it comes back up again. And that's what you have to remember to do in your career. Now, some of you may have had knocks even in taking exams and in getting to the position that you are today. But pick yourself up, dust yourself down, and get on with it. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Number 7 is be strategic. Don't just think about the problems in front of you, the little small problems down in the weeds. Think about the big problems. Go for the stars. Think about the problems that you can see coming over the horizon, not just the things in front of you. Be strategic and be a leader. Number 8 is use your networks and your friends. You've got fantastic networks and friends in this room. Your colleagues next to you, your family that are supporting you. Work with them, support them, because they will support you. They'll give you ideas, and you can work with them when times get tough. Number 9 is the biggest secret. And that's something that I was told about by, another physician from Edinburgh, and it's something called RSP. Do you know what RSP is? Well, you wouldn't, because we made it up. It's relentless self-promotion. Find a way of feeling positive and of saying something positive to yourself, even when you don't really feel it inside. So be positive, promote yourself, remember how good you are, remember this day, and feel great. And number 10, be yourself. Be authentic. Be you. And if you do all of those things, 1 to 10, that way you can achieve your potential, the potential that you've shown by getting into this room today. And you'll have capability, you'll have confidence, you'll have creativity, you'll have courage. And all of those are secrets for a successful career. So try it in surgery, you never know, it might work. Thank you very much.
So Vice President Tim Mitchell is going to give a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Tim.
Dame Jane, first of all, many, many congratulations on your award of an honorary fellowship of this college. We are delighted to welcome you as a member of the college and this learned society, so thank you. And thank you for your kind words, or important words. Amongst those, you stress the importance of diversity, equity and inclusion. And as a college, we are totally committed to those principles. We recognise that we may be in the early phases of them, and there's a lot of work to do, but nobody should be under any doubt that we are committed to those. Thank you for your 10 tips. We do, of course, have, as members of our college, a large number of urologists who may be able to help with one of those tips that you mentioned. But above all, thank you for asking us to remember Dame Claire Marks, who is such an important part of this institution and who we remember frequently, and what she espoused and you've asked us to do, which is to remember to be kind to our patients, to be kind to our colleagues, and to be kind to ourselves. So thank you very much, and we welcome you to our college.
Thank you very much. So that brings to the end the conclusion of our diplomate ceremony. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'd be very grateful if you could be upstanding. We'll be meeting you out there for refreshments shortly, but whilst the stage party leaves, I wonder if you could stand up, please. Thank you.